Hi, Teddy Boone. How are you doing? I love you. This week I got a book called Railroad Hank. I think you'll like this one because you like trains. Railroad Hank and his fine little train rolled down the track. Chugga, 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 woo, woo, woo. Ooh, the wind's blowing my pages. Railroad Hank stopped at Happy Flat Farm to talk to Missy May. I'm heading up the mountain to see Granny Bet, said Railroad Hank. She's feeling kind of blue. A plate of scrambled eggs always perks me up, said Missy May. Take some of my eggs to Granny Bet. Railroad Hank rubbed his chin. But where do you get eggs? From my hands, of course, said Missy May. Okie dokie, said Railroad Hank. Boop, 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 boop. Look, he's carrying all the hens. Wait, yelled Missy May. Take the eggs, not the hens. Chugga, 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 woo, woo, woo. Railroad Hank stopped at Dandelion Dairy to talk with Country Carl. I'm headed up the mountain to see Granny Bet, said Railroad Hank. She's feeling kind of blue. A glass of creamy milk always makes me feel better, said Country Carl. Take some of my milk to Granny Bet. Railroad Hank rubbed his chin. But where do you get milk? From my cows, of course, said Country Carl. Okie dokie, said Railroad Hank. He's carrying the cows. Wait, yelled Country Carl. Take the milk, not the cows. Chugga, 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 woo, woo, woo. Railroad Hank stopped at Fish Jump Pond to talk with Real Sam. I'm headed up the mountain to see Granny Bet, said Railroad Hank. She's feeling kind of blue. A sizzling pan of fresh fish always tickles my toes, said Real Sam. Take some of my fish to Granny Bet. Railroad Hank rubbed his chin. But where do you get fish? Well, from my pond, of course, said Real Sam. Okie dokie, said Railroad Hank. Look, he filled up a bunch of tubs with water. Wait, yelled Real Sam. Take the fish, not the pond. Chugga, 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 woo, woo, woo. Railroad Hank stopped at Applesauce Hill to talk with Cinnamon Cobbler. I'm headed up the mountain to see Granny Bet, said Railroad Hank. She's feeling kind of blue. A crunchy red apple always sweetens my day, said Cinnamon Cobbler. Take some of my apples to Granny Bet. Railroad Hank rubbed his chin. But where do you get apples? From my trees, of course, said Cinnamon Cobbler. Okie dokie, said Railroad Hank. Wait, yelled Cinnamon Cobbler. Take the apples, not the tree. Chugga, 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 woo, woo, woo. Railroad Hank shoved up the mountain to see Granny Bet. We heard you were feeling blue, and everyone sent something to help, said Railroad Hank. He threw open the train doors one by one. Chickens squawked, cows stamped, water sloshed, and apples rolled. Granny Bet looked at all the chaos. She hooted and snorted and slapped her leg. She shook her bonnet, slid sideways, and her shoelaces popped. Granny Bet, said Railroad Hank. Are you still blue? Oh no, said Granny Bet, giggling. I'm right dandy. What fixed you? Said Railroad Hank. Was it the eggs, or the milk, or the fish, or the apples? It was you, said Granny Bet, and all the friends you brought to visit. Now let's have a friend celebrating glad you came, I'm all better now kind of day. Okie dokie, cheered Railroad Hank, and he threw his hat in the air. Oh, here's my hat. Woo, they're having a hoedown. They're dancing, the cows are dancing, the cowboys dancing, chickens are dancing. It looks like a fun party. Are you dancing, Teddy? You can if you won't. As the sun set, Railroad Hank helped everyone find a seat on his fine little train. That was a wonderful surprise, said Granny Bet. Now I'm just going to sit and relax and dream about all the fun we had. Railroad Hank rubbed his chin. But where do you sit and relax? On my porch swing, of course, said Granny Bet. Okie dokie, said Railroad Hank. Look, he put the porch swing on the caboose of the train. Chugga 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 chugga, woo woo woo. And then there's a page with all the fun animals on it. That's a good book, huh, Teddy Boone? It's called Railroad Hank. I love you, Teddy Boone. Bye-bye.